This is an ordinary Rubik's Cube, completely mixed up. I'm gonna show you how to solve it every single time. The first thing you need to do is you need to pick a side, any side. And next, you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. Why, do you ask? Debauchery. Pick your victim, the poor piece right in front, and pop that puppy off. Sometimes it takes a couple times. It's all right. If you have Herculean strength, just use your fingers. Now this is gonna be one of the hardest parts. Crap. And still, everything remains intact. We have a couple scratches there, but won't kill anybody. And voila, our Rubik's Cube is still intact. Amazing. So next you see we have this gaping hole here. So what you wanna do is turn your Rubik's Cube 45 degrees that way and see if you can wiggle it out. Boom, there's one. Next, do the same thing to the other corner. Have it all up in there. And there it's out. So once you get the edge pieces out, you have big holes. You want to turn your Rubik's Cube so that way you can let things fall out. Everything just falls apart. Here is the core of the Rubik's Cube. This is what the inside of a Rubik's Cube looks like. So once you have all your pieces out, what you want to do is organize them as such. Pick a side again. I like to start with the side that says Rubik's, just because that's our core, that is our blood, that is our life. Find an edge piece, something that would connect this side and this side, or this side and this side. We have white and red. All you want to do is slide that right in. Voila, you have your first corner. So next what you want to do is find anyone that would help you make an L. You found white and blue, and you're going to do the same thing. Just go ahead and slide that like it's electric. Now that we have this little hook, we're going to find the corner that fits right here. The good old red, white, and blue, America. And then you're going to slide that right in until it looks correct. And now you have your first square. Now you're just gonna build all these squares out. You can turn these 45 degrees just to make more room. Crap, this one wants to be difficult. And once that's slid in, then you have your first 3 squares. Then you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. And then you wanna just line that up with the appropriate colors. So now you want to connect the edges. This one's violent over here. You can turn that 45 degrees if that would give you more room, and then just slide it in. Now you have that edge built out. Next thing you want to do is put this edge in right here, and then you'll have another square. So again, turn it 45 degrees if you have to. If she's wildin', that's fine. You might have to hold this corner with your finger sometimes, but you can turn it 45 degrees this way. In this piece, once you put it in, you turn it all the way around, and she locks into place. And now we're building everything out. We have a pretty solid foundation here. Once you're filling out the corners, you always want to start with the bottom. That way it'll fill up and around. So again, 45 degrees this way, and then slide this puppy like this. Right in there. Now that is obviously the wrong side. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold this side right here and then turn the yellow with it. And now we have locked it in place. We have found our yellow and blue. So just as you have before, slide that right in and you have another square and it's locked. We're getting to the tricky part. So once you get here, what you want to do is you want to start with the furthest corner, because that will make everything else easier. We have found it. So what you want to do is you want to slide this right in here. Once it gets all nice against the ball on the inside, just bring it around town. So now that we have it in place, what we want to do is we want to lock it with the edge pieces. Same thing, hold this loose piece with your finger, slide the edge piece into the side here, and your orange piece may turn with it. So then you want to build your square once more. So again, we're going to slide this into the hook here and bring it around town. And now it is locked into place. Now we have almost our whole entire Rubik's Cube built out. What we're going to do is we're going to fill in this corner and lock it in with the edge piece. Probably have to turn it 45 degrees just to fit it in. But once you do, and you can turn that back, it's relatively flexible right now since we're still building it, and it's locked in place. You can turn it back, and now we almost have a full Rubik's Cube. So now we have that corner in. Again, lock it in with the edge piece. Boom. Locked in. So this is where it gets really complicated. What you have to do, and I do say have to have any sort of success with this, and I've tried this multiple times, is you have to put these two corners in first. And I will show you why. Twist it a little bit, give a little opening, 45 degrees. Slide that puppy in there. You may have to finagle it a little bit. But once that's popped in, you can twist it and turn it until you get the right side. So that's corner number one. Corner number two is where we start holding our breath. 45 degrees, right there. Lock that sucker in. And now we only have this little hole right here. You have to figure out how to get this edge piece in its little turned glory into this hole right here. This does take some force. I popped it in. Whew, that took a lot of effort. But now we have a fully solved Rubik's Cube. And there you have it.